Sounding like a native is as much to do with pronunciation as it is to do with intonation. And a big part of intonation is the rhythm. And every language and every accent actually has a very unique rhythm of speech. And getting that rhythm accurate is a big part of sounding natural and sounding fluent in whichever language it is that you're speaking. And one question that you should ask yourself, if you haven't already, is whether your first language is syllable-timed or whether it's stress-timed. Now the good news is that if it's stress-timed, then you do what we do in standard British English, and so this video will just clarify that and perhaps make you feel confident about the fact that you should continue to use that rhythm pattern. However, if you are syllable-timed, then it'll show you the big difference between what you currently do and what you need to do if you want to sound a bit more authentic and a bit more natural in terms of speech. So what's the difference? Well, in a syllable-timed language, in a syllable-timed pattern, the time it takes you to say any thought or any phrase or any sentence is based on the number of syllables in that phrase or in that sentence. If you're unsure of what a syllable is, then go onto Google, type in syllable, it'll give you, there's loads of explanations, real clear explanations as to what syllables are. But for instance, if I said I want to go to the park or I want to go for a walk, then the time it takes me to say that is based on the fact that there are, 7 syllables? I want to go to the I want to go for a walk, 7 syllables. And every 7-syllable phrase would take me the same period of time because as a syllable-timed speaker, I speak almost stressing every single syllable. I want to go for a walk. I want to go to the park. It would take me that long because I stress every single syllable. And there are many languages that do that. However, in a stress-timed pattern, and British English is a stress-timed language, the time it takes you to say any one phrase is based not on the number of syllables, but the amount of stressed syllables or the amount of stressed words. So for instance, if I said that the most important words in that phrase were want and walk, then there are 2 stressed words, there are 2 stressed syllables because walk and park are only single syllable words. And so the amount of time it takes me to say that is a bit quicker because there are only 2 stressed words. I want to go for a walk. I want to go for a walk. So all the other words in between somewhat get contracted. They are reduced. I speak a little bit quicker. I want to go for a walk. I want to go to the park. If I said I want to go for a walk or I want to go to the park and I was stressing 3 words in that phrase, then the time it takes me to say it is fractionally longer because I've got an extra stressed word, an extra stressed syllable in that phrase. I want to go for a walk. I want to go to the park. Can you hear that? I mean, it's not a long phrase. It would be more noticeable over a longer phrase. But the amount of time it takes me to say that phrase is based on the number of stressed words or the number of stressed syllables. So here are some more examples of that. And what I'll do is I'll say it firstly in a syllable-timed pattern, and then I'll say it in a stress-timed pattern. And it's the stress-timed pattern that you need to follow and imitate. So have a listen to this. What's the most important part of this training? What's the most important part of this training? I'm going to the shops. Do you want anything? I'm going to the shops. Do you want anything? I've never flown before. I'm quite nervous. I've never flown before. I'm quite nervous. We all arrived on time, but Tom was 3 hours late. We all arrived on time, but Tom was 3 hours late. So if you're speaking in a syllable-timed way, and speaking in this stress-timed way is very new for you, then rewind this video and play over those sentences again. Try to really feel what it's like to land on those key words and to let the other words take less time, for them to be less important. And in that way, you will be sounding more like a native standard British English speaker, because you'll be getting that rhythm more accurately. So I hope you found that useful. If you're on my website, then scroll down now, leave me a thumbs up or a thumbs down, give me some kind of reaction, that would be great. If you're not on my website and you're on YouTube, then head over to my website. It's englishpronunciationroadmap.com. There's a load of free stuff, there's a load more blog posts on all sorts of aspects of British English pronunciation and intonation, so have a look through those. I'm sure there'll be something that you'll find useful. There's also a load of free downloads. In fact, there's two that I've released this year called 5-day mini courses. They're audio courses, and they focus on the 5 main mispronounced consonants, and there's another one that focuses on the 5 most mispronounced vowel sounds. And they're just 5-day courses. They're 5 minutes of audio every day for 5 days, so I'm sure you can fit it into your busy life. There's a PDF that comes with it with an explanation of the sounds and words, and there is accompanying videos to watch as well. So head over there, download those. They're completely free, so just enter your details and I'll email them through to you. Otherwise, subscribe to my blog if you're not already. I post weekly videos, and hopefully I'll speak to you next week.